Hi everyone, welcome back to my plant channel. My name is Dana, and today I'm going to be talking about all things care-wise on a string of spades. So, first off, this plant is pretty delicate, so it does not like it. Once it needs water, it needs water. I would not wait on watering this plant, or else the ends will crisp off. But if that does happen, it'll just put out a new shoot at one of the nodes. So it's not the end of the world, and you can multiply your plant that way. Yeah, over here, one of the ends crisped off, but then it just popped out a new vine right at the node, and it was all good. The way to tell when this plant needs water is you can squish the leaves, and if they aren't succulent-y, if they're more flat and limp and like wrinkly and not firm when you squish them, that is a good indicator of them needing water. They grow. They are very fast growing, and like they also respond well to being pruned. When propagating, they definitely like being water propagated as opposed to putting them in sphagnum. I haven't tried perlite, so I don't know on that one, but it works for sphagnum, but it's definitely faster, and the roots just look better in water. And the one thing that I will say when propagating this plant, make sure that when it does have roots in the water, don't just pop it in with the rest of this plant, because that cutting will need water more frequently than the mother plant. So because of that, either you're going to water the mother plant too much and you'll lose the mother plant but keep the cutting alive potentially, or you'll water it when the mother plant needs it and the cutting will potentially die, especially since these are more succulent-y in my opinion. They're not as succulent-y as a string of hearts, but definitely don't need water all the time, but their cuttings will need water more because they're adjusting from being in water. So I would recommend transitioning them, put them in dirt where you can water it as needed, and then once it looks like, okay, it's handling, watering about the same as the mother plant, then you can take it out of the little pots. Like over here you can see I have some that are in just plastic cups, no drainage, and they're just adjusting, and once I feel they're ready, then they can be potted in with the mother plant. I would recommend quick draining soil, nothing that holds the water in too long for these guys. I will say this soil it's in is garbage, but I don't want to mess with the root system because they have very delicate roots. But yeah, other than that, this plant is very pretty, very stunning, grows like a beast, and is honestly very easy to care for if you treat it the way it's supposed to be treated. But yeah, so that's all for today's video on the string of spades.